welcome everybody back to the Choey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Choey.
Welcome, Chandler.
This one. All right, this is now September 15th. I got 2 pages of holidays, just so you know, right? I'll explain here in a second. First off, September 15th is National Cheeseburger Day, if you didn't know.
That looks like a good burger right there, too.
You hungry now?
God, I just had lunch a little while ago, but yeah. Who doesn't have room for a burger?
Yeah. And it's also National Google.com Day. Did you know that?
I wonder who shelled out the $5,000 for that one. I wonder.
Probably Google, right?
You just like by next year, like they just shell it out to her every day, some sort of Google holiday.
Now, this is an effort. This second page right here, I'm trying to expand, our international market. September 15th is also Independence Day for Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, because I don't think you say the G, right? It's just Guatemala, and then Honduras. So, trying to get that Central American flavor going on,
I wonder, were they all celebrate different years, or
Good question.
It's all the same day.
Yeah, well, maybe they used to be like one big nation, and they kind of split up.
Oh yeah, maybe. I feel like we should know that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I should know geography a little bit better, but
like the European countries where every couple of years they change up, and you're all. Didn't there used to be a Czechoslovakia?
Well, dude, that was like it's the late '80s, man.
I think I have a hockey puck.
Early '90s, something like that.
I think I have a hockey puck somewhere that was made in Czechoslovakia, and I only kept it because it didn't have any emblems on it. It was just because it's made in Czechoslovakia. And I'm like, you can't happen anymore.
You're like, history, boom. I don't know how you got that from. You're not even a big hockey fan, are you?
It was from a long time ago, dude. Whenever they had the Special Olympics, the Olympic Festival or something like that, or Olympic Fest, something like that. There was something that happened in '93, like the 1993 Olympic Fest or something like that, where they did, I guess, local, or, national type things to get ready for other stuff, and they had some stuff downtown, in the Dome. There was 4 different college teams type thing. They were all kids drafted from different college teams to come play together.
I was trying to think now when I guess it was '93. Anyway. I kind of go out of order on this, although you can see my notes. So when I was setting up my classroom, by the way, my boy Jimmy, he wasn't the only one, by the way, but I found out he was writing his name on stuff in permanent marker. And so I would cover it up with stickers. I was like, that guy. But I want to credit the dude spelled his name correctly. So I was like, yay, Jimmy.
You should just go find his new class and everything else. These are his. He's gonna keep these.
Just drop him off. No, he's at another school now. He's still in my district, but he had another school, and I do some paperwork for him.
Send it to him. Just roll up there one morning, just toss it out of your back of your car. This is for Jimmy.
As I roll by, just so couple new students to talk about. Then I can ask you how your school year is going. First off, we're supposed to cap out at 22. I have 25 students. So about when we came back to contract, August 21st, they moved my team leader from last year, who was supposed to be the team leader again this year. They moved her to 4th grade, and they dropped us from 4 second grades to 3 because of enrollment, right?
Yeah.
And I told that teacher, I was like, I get it, but I was like, watch, in a couple of weeks, because where I live, or not where I live, but the school I'm at, the neighborhood, a lot of parents, they just register late. They're not as proactive about it. So they register late. And I was like, watch, we're going to need another teacher. I started with 20. Actually, I think I started with 22. Then I got 24. Then I was 25. But we're supposed to have, we're going to have a new teacher on Tuesday. So we'll have 4 classrooms. So I don't know when I'm going to go. It may drop down to 19 kids. But that won't be 19 for long, I don't think. But so after my first week, because you start a little bit earlier than me.
Yeah.
I got one kid. I'm calling him Little Johnny because he's a crier. Remember John Cryer? So it's not because this guy the guy from 2.5 minutes.
There we go.
Yeah.
The one with
Uh,
Charlie Sheen.
yeah. The like
Yeah.
the nerdy guy or whatever. But
Yeah, I was like,
uh,
can I think of the show? But yeah, I know what you're talking.
so this kid, like the first day, like anytime I asked him a question, he kind of pretty much just started crying and balled it up or whatever, right? And so I've leaned in multiple times this week. I talked to his parents too on Friday, is because they saw me as I was walking with him, and I told them the same thing that I've been telling little Johnny. I was like, look, I was like, I'll give him what he needs, right? But he's not gonna get what he wants. And a lot of times he just cries when he doesn't get his way. And I kind of I whisper that to him, and then I walk away. And but after 5 minutes, he gets over it. And so it's funny. They're telling me like they've said it, and a couple other teachers have said that apparently this little kid needs somebody like me because like I don't really just give in. Like I don't want to hear him cry and throw a fit, but at the same time, like you're not gonna get your way, so you might as well just accept it, you know?
But he's a second grader, right?
Yeah, but you also got to remember these are a lot of kids that are barely 7. A lot of ways they're still first grade at this point because it's we're only a week into school, so they're still learning all sorts of stuff.
I would just think like once you finish like second grade, third grade, somewhere in there, like you stop being a whiny baby,
Well, I think,
cry at
man,
home.
I hate to blame people for it, but it's just that, like, like this kid, like I've heard other kids that cry, they scream, right? This kid hasn't screamed, so it's not like super, super loud. But the reason I say that is because I know I don't agree with it. But a lot of times, if you got those kids that are like super, super loud, super, super crying, parents, even teachers, they want to like, they want that to stop. So they kind of just give in. Like, I don't give in. It's annoying, but normally, like after a couple times, the kid realizes they actually tell themselves, "What's the point of me doing this? Mr. Bing's not going to do what I want him to do anyway." So they just stop doing it, and I'm like, okay, it just takes time, you know. So he like Monday was tough because he didn't want to listen a lot, but by Friday he was a lot better. So
Do you like lean?
but I think,
Do you like lean in,
but he,
like sound like Ben Stiller, like the grandma from what was it, Happy?
yeah.
You're in my house now, Grandma. You're in you're in Bing's class now, Johnny.
But I also got another kid. I'm gonna call him Hyper Willie. This kid is like, I don't know. I still think I can think of this kid as hyper as can be. Right? Now he's not the most hyperest kid I've seen, but he's got a lot of energy. And so I tried telling him this too, right? Because he doesn't really control his body. He gets in people's faces, right? Like not on purpose. Like I don't think he means to be mean, right? But he'll be in their space, and they push him away, and then he comes and tells them, Mr. Bing, so and so hit me, so and so pushed me, and then I talked to both of them. Like there was one kid that was trying to look at little Willie's paper, and the little Willie pushed him away, so then that kid hit him back. So I talked to both of them in the hallway. I was like, look, you shouldn't be hitting. Next time I got to write it up, type stuff, call home. But then I told Willie, the little Willie guy, I was like, look, man, but you don't. I was like, you kind of did stuff you shouldn't have done too, man. I was like, you got to learn to control yourself. That's why people get upset. Like he told me the other day, this was he's like, hey, somebody had their hand on my neck in the bathroom. I was like, do you know who it was? He's like, no, but they had a Minecraft shirt on. And I was like, are they second grade? He's like, I don't think so. And I'm like, well, first grade and kindergarten. So kindergarten has their own bathroom, but every now and then they might use our bathroom. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? Call like 6, 7 teachers and be like, you got a student in there with a Minecraft shirt? So I called his mom and I just told him, I was like, look, this is what he told me. I'm just letting you know. I was like, I couldn't really do much about it because I don't even know who the kid is. And she was fine with it. So
He's a little bit into that thing.
yeah. It's like I just think he's just too hyper, man, for everyone's. It's hard. It's like imagine if I was bouncing around, constantly getting in your face. I think you get a little annoyed about it.
He's like a little crackhead. He's like, okay, guys.
And when you're 7 years old, man, other kids don't really know how to say, hey, stop. And you can tell him to stop, and he doesn't stop. Because I've told him to stop multiple times. Because he'll just be dragging stuff across. Like, everyone's sitting down working, and he's over there playing in the corner. Hey, come join us, man. Come join us. And he's like, whatever. Anyway, how's your year going so far?
I mean, it's all right, man. Like, switching over, doing that tech stuff now, it's just kind of, it's slowing down. I feel like I'm just like a little, like a little robot that gets activated, almost like a Roomba. Whenever you're ready for a mess to get cleaned up, like, oh, I'll get like a work ticket. Kid can't get signed into my class in this thing. I hop my little backpack on with my computer, walk over there to the room, plug in, get to go, roll back out.
Is there a lot of downtime for you? Like, when you're waiting?
Yeah,
Does it feel like the day goes slower that way?
tremendously.
Tremendously. Oh, and then you have what, like the extra hour of the school day, right?
Yeah, 45 minutes, which just feels like 3 or 4 hours. It's just like, dude, I'm just like sitting there going, like, come on, come on.
Well, you're the tech guy. Can't you hack into the clocks and just move them forward?
That'd be fun, right? Roll it
And
up.
you're like, hey, it's time to go home.
They're like, it feels like we just got here. I'm like, you tell us Father Time don't know what he's talking about? I think it's time to go home.
You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like it's 10 o'clock outside. Why does my phone say that? Nope, it's wrong. It's all wrong. GPS is off.
Who are you going to trust, Apple or me?
Yeah, the tech guy or the phone with the satellite. Anything else for our little headlines and stuff before we take a little breather?
No.
No? All right, man. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come right back. All right?
There we go. I feel like
she handled it better. Last time she like freaked out.
I feel like sometimes my bell just doesn't want to go.
It's a euphemism, right?
No, it was no.
Is that slang?
No, my bell just doesn't want to ring.
Yeah,
as you get older. Alrighty, so here we go.
Right.
I'll go down the list. So for all our German friends, Prost.
Prost.
For all our South Koreans, Gunbei.
Gunbei.
Brazilians, and I'm not talking about the wax. Saudi.
Saudi.
For all our English people, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Our Australians, not to be confused with the Austrians or our buddy Arnold. It's cheers, mate, on the Barbies.
Cheers, mate.
Dude, I always talk about like looking at I need to find it. I'm gonna find it before the end of the episode and find like the description for this Barbadian accent because it's like a
Yeah.
I don't know, it's some crazy nickname too. But
the next episode, you need to bring the accent or whatever, man.
I will. I'm gonna have to.
You work on that. All right. So Barbados.
Cheers.
Cheers. French Canada.
Santé.
Santé. By the way, I guess if you want to be proper, it's ta santé, but I just say santé.
And
then we got regular Canada. Cheers, AU. Hoser. Are you looking it up right now? Is that where you stopped?
I am.
All right. And then Colombia. Salud.
Salud.
And I keep checking to see if we got other countries. At this point, not yet.
There's more national. I thought. Oh, okay. I thought I saw more national holidays. So I was like, dang.
No, well, like, it's hard to explain, but I linked a certain slide, and sometimes that slide may be up in the slide. Every time we do an episode, I'm just adding to the presentation, so I can kind of see. Hey, I already talked about this because I know it's not a big deal. Probably not a big deal for you either, and probably the listeners. But for me, I don't like repeating myself if I can, prevent it. So I'm like, yeah, I already talked about that. So let's not talk about it again.
Wait, you don't like to what?
I don't like to repeat myself. I don't have to. Repeat and repeat, right?
Wait, you don't like to what? I said.
I was just actually, funny you bring that up. I was just telling the students this week. I was like, look, I get it. Boys and girls are 7. Actually, some girl just turned 8. She just had her birthday, and we got lucky. A kid was absent because they only brought 24 cupcakes, and I would have been like, man, you're SOL there, little guy or little girl, probably. But I was like, I think I have like a cookie. I had some snacks in the closet, but I was like, dodged the bullet there.
Here's a piece of gum and a peppermint.
Yeah, it's like here's a toothbrush, right? Here's some floss instead. But But anyway, I was like, I get y'all young, and I don't mind saying something once or twice again because maybe not everyone is getting it the first time, but like, man, I repeat myself like 7, 8, 9, 10 times. It's like, oh my, clearly you're doing this on purpose. It's like, pay attention. All right, so. All right, now we can move on over to Joking with Jans there, sir.
Jude, you have a ton of tabs open, man.
I know, I don't like closing them.
All right, everybody, come on down to Joking with Jans. That's right, here's a game show you can play at home and try and test your knowledge and see how many more you get correct than incorrect. So stick around and have fun and laugh listening to Joking with Jans.
All right, can you see this?
It says, do you have common sense?
Yeah, we're taking a common sense quiz. I'm trying to minimize some of these little ads. All right, so this is a common sense quiz, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how well you do there, Joey. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the Earth's highest mountain? Mount McKinley, Mount Caramel, Mount Vesuvius, or Mount Everest?
Oh, I don't say this is common sense, but I'm going to go with Vesuvius. Or is it McKinley?
It was Mount Everest.
Wait, what?
Mount Everest is the correct answer. Before Mount Everest was discovered and named, it still existed. Like, it was still here, Yeah, common sense there. I need a better mouse.
A little bit of a trick.
Yeah, I tricked you there. All right, in what direction does Tom throw a ball that goes 10 feet and comes right back to him? Does he throw it left, right, straight ahead, or up?
Up.
Up. Woo, see, now you figured it out, right? Yeah, threw it up.
Unless he
goes
threw
up,
it like at a
comes
wall.
back down. If that's just a boomerang. It only comes back if he tosses it straight up to himself. All right. Since peacocks do not lay eggs, how are their babies born, sir? Peanuts, lab test tubes, live birth, or peahens? I don't know what that is.
I would say live birth, but I'm kind of like wonder what the peahens is.
Oh. Okay, peahens are female peafowl and they hatch eggs. So I guess the peacocks must be the male, must be what they call the males, right? They don't lay eggs, but the peahens do. Yeah, it's common sense. Should just say trick questions like the STAR test, right?
Yeah, I'm like I've never heard of peahens. I wouldn't even pronounce it like that, right? I'd probably be like, oh, there's the H is silent.
I probably pronounced it wrong too, but all right, if you have 5 oranges, or there's 5 oranges on your table, and you take 4, how many do you have?
I took
2, 3, 4, or 1? 4?
I'll say 4 because I took 4.
Good job, man. Way to pay attention there, Joey. All right. How can anyone go 9 days without sleep? Hypnosis, it's impossible by sleeping nights or surgery.
Oh, we're sleeping at night. There you go. Because of the days.
Yeah, there you go, man. I was like, is he hearing it? Yeah, you sleep at night instead of during the day. Imagine telling, I told my kids, my students on Friday, because Friday was September 1st. And I was like, hey, I haven't seen you guys since last month. But, they don't get it. It's like, we talk about.
That's what I feel like this is. It's not common sense. It's like make sure you understand the wording I'm telling you.
Yeah. Are low-fat foods considered better for health than regular foods? Yes, no, always, regular no longer exists.
I'm going to say no.
No. Oh, good job. Low-fat foods are not better for people's health than regular foods. Well, that's true. They have less fat. Many companies replace that fat with sugar. So, good job there, Joey. We'll do a couple more. Is that cool?
Sure.
Which color is known as a warm color? Purple, blue, red, or green? Man, this is not a common one. Or a common sense one. You just have to know.
I'm just going to say red.
It is red. I'll do 2 more for you. This should be easy, I think. What's heavier, 100 pounds of steel or 100 pounds of feathers?
This is like that science question where they sit there and they go, well, which one is which?
Yeah.
The volume or the mass? They are the same.
They are the same. I swear, like, these are kind of like star questions because a lot of times they do try and trick kids, you know? And I don't like it. All right, last one for you. What are eggplants called in the UK or in England? Courgettes, aubergines, pickles, eggplants.
I'm going to go with eggplant.
All right, eggplants. Oh, aubergines. They're used as a vegetable for cooking, but are berries. Eggplants are related to tomatoes, chili peppers, and potatoes. Yeah, I was just telling somebody yesterday or the other day. I find it funny because I got a few friends that are from like England, and I've told them before. I was like, you know what makes me laugh is we both speak English, but we don't speak the same language. You know, I was like, to me that's kind of crazy. There's always like some kind of disconnect, you know, because one way or another.
Miss Tribbiani was showing me a video the other day, and they had kids that because I don't know, I could be wrong, so nobody is listening in the United Kingdom or whatever get pissy with me. But how we have biscuits and gravy here,
Yeah.
they call them. I think it's like scones. Is biscuits are?
Yeah.
But they don't have biscuit. They don't do biscuits and gravy over there. The kids don't eat that. And so it showed like a bunch of kids like getting to try biscuits and gravy for the first time, and the kids were like all disgusted, like British kids.
They're like, oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, they're all, why would you do that? And they got like this look on their face like of utter disgust, and the kids try it, and then the kids are like, oh, American kids are so lucky they get to eat this. And I'm like, you can eat it too.
Do you know what they eat over there that would sound weird for us? Beans and toast. Like it's like getting like not like the baked beans, you know, like the Hunt's baked beans or whatever, and toast and putting it together. Like it does. Like I know they do that a lot in England. We don't do it, so it sounds weird, you know. But maybe it's not.
I don't know. I don't want to even try it to see if it would be good. It just doesn't sound like baked beans and toast would be good.
You're making the same face that sounded like those kids made for biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, but it's because you know why? We won the war, so I can do that.
That's true. Don't they call cookies over there biscuits?
I think so.
Yeah. There's like fish and chips is really like fish and fries, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh. All right. So anyway. All right. Inspirational quote day. I kind of thought of, actually, it kind of reminded me of high school when I wrote this. I didn't write this. I found this, right? In school, they told me practice makes perfect. And then they told me that nobody's perfect. So guess what? I just stopped practicing. You know, a little good inspirational quote there, right? Maybe Dak kept that going. You know.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Anything else you want to say, or wrap it up and do our social media plug?
No, I'm good. I think that inspirational quote got me very motivated to keep going.
Are you ready for you? Like, I'm all right.
Oh no, I'm good. I guess I'll just stop.
All right, so don't you like that little notification there by Zoom? Hey, I like it on the Zoom now, man. But it's cool. It gives us the time. Plus, you know what's also cool about the Zoom is because I only have like a 30-minute time window.
Uh-huh.
Since we try and have our episodes to be like less than 30 minutes, it kind of seems to fit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, kind of gives you that little warning, heads up. Are you want to do a social media plug or what?
All right, so let me see, make sure I don't miss any. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Facebook as Choey and Jan. Not Facebook.
You know what I forgot last time? We're also on TikTok at Choey and Jan.
TikTok as well. Choey and Jan. CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. CHOEYNJAN. Coming to you live on the socials.
We also have our YouTube and Facebook. One of the things I'll do this weekend is put the episodes back on YouTube. Hey, quick little tidbit here before we're almost done. August 25th, our first episode 1 of season 2, right? Mm-hmm. If you remember, that was my mom, Mother Bing's birthday. Yeah. And I do this every year because her birthday is always like around when school starts. And I know it's coming. and then that day hits, and I get busy, right? And I kind of just like forgot. But but we'd wished her happy birthday on the podcast, and then if you watch the YouTube video, I put "Happy Birthday, Mom" at the end of the video,
Yeah.
and she watches it on YouTube, right? And so she texted me. She like she was very happy, very surprised. Like she was like, "Oh, thank you," because it's out there. You know, it's out there for the world to see. So I redeemed myself because like I said, I just terrible at it. August 24th, I could be like, "Hey, my mom's birthday is tomorrow," and then the next day shows up, and I'll remember at like 5 a.m. But I'll be like, "Well, she's sleeping. Gotta text her later," and then I get busy because it's always a work day almost, and so then it's just
put on your calendar for like later on in the day, so that way you're not busy.
That's that. You mean use the technology that you gave us, that you invented?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll go ahead and wrap this episode. All right.
All right, man.